This is the week in review from the Trading Book, tradingbook.com. We had another sideways week in the market. If we take a look at this picture of the SPY, we've got a really pretty moving average ribbon here that shows us caught in this big sideways event. And now today, which is Monday, we are looking at things just a little bit in the past. We did come up into this region. It's actually very pretty. If you'd like to take a look at this Prezi, it's located in a blog, and you'll be able to find it there. The video seems to work much better on the front page, as a lot of people don't quite know much about Prezi, and so we'll take it this way. Here's the thing. Charts moving back and forth, that makes things very, very difficult for us as traders, right? So when the markets gyrate, we really have two choices. We can either really become extremely aggressive and trade level to level very, very quickly, or we step aside. Now, trading aggressively takes a lot of skill. A lot of us don't possess that, so staying in cash is often a better thing to do, right? As a matter of fact, a lot of big hedge fund money managers do that. They put themselves in a large cash position in these sorts of undecided markets. Now, they will put a little bit taking a gamble moving from space to space, but that's really part of, hedging, and they don't really put a lot at risk when the markets are like this. And that really is a key elemental difference between the retail trader and the institutional trader that is taking care of other people's money. If we go back to this picture of the SPY, we'll see that this sideways action is really very, very apparent, right? We are moving from top to bottom and bottom to top over and over again. This week, we ended the week Friday a little bit over the top. We know that that happens here. We actually accelerated out to this region here, now sitting kind of flat in the new breakout space. Let me take a look at what SPY was at the end of the day today, since I am converting this to video today. Yes, we're at 188.65, and what do you know? That is somewhere around here. This is actually 188.25, and so it is breaching over that region. We'll see what happens, but we are sitting on top of those ribbons, and we are having some acceleration. A lot of people stepping in front of this trade, thinking that the market's going to roll over, and every time a lot of people do that, the market continues to rise because it blows stops up. This week in earnings, I want to talk a little bit about that. Last week, tremendous week. We had Tesla, Zillow, Yelp, First Solar. A lot of things do very, very well. This past week, a little bit light. We had expirations week, monthly options, very little premium to sell. That felt good, that also had all of our criteria. And so we chose some double diagonals. And hopefully this week coming up, we'll have some higher premium credit trades. Today we did Urban Outfitters and Home Depot. I just took a look at Urban Outfitters, and that seems to be doing really well. Our back ratio is going to do quite well in that space, with our long strike being at 33. If this chart does traverse a little bit more, we'll be in really, really good shape. We do have a little bit left over from CSIQ that dipped, but CSIQ is sure to bounce. To me, it's sure to bounce. And then Cisco is probably, hey, if you're looking for a chart that's going to continue to move over time, Cisco has got itself a very, very solid gap here. Very solid. So it should run pretty well. If you do want to know a little bit more about the earnings trade and the back ratio, again, this is a video because it's much easier to put on the front page than the Prezi, but you can go to a blog post and see the weekend earnings and actually find that video. So if you're interested in going to that space, go to the members blog right after this video and look for the week prior. All right? I don't want to watch the video with you. You can watch it later. All right, another really cool space that we've got right now that happened this week is Advice from the Trade Desk. This is written by Bob Rutter, and he really talks about the things that happen to us as traders, right? He's been trading with me for a couple of years now, and he's a very straightforward and honest trader, somebody who really is capable of looking at himself and making the decisions that matter. And so every week he will give us a couple of different events that talk about, what is it that trading is all about. This week he did the snow leopard, the gyroscope, and something else that was particularly good also that slipped my mind. But again, you can go to the search field up at the top right hand corner of the website and put in Advice from the Trade Desk or Bob Rutter, and you will find his information. It's very, very good. One of the biggest things that we're getting all set to is learning Motive Wave. Dennis actually just finished a video for us today. We had a webinar learning the basics about Motive Wave. Every single week he puts something new out. Here's the great thing. It's just a couple of minutes, and then you've got all this great information. So learning Motive Wave, super new part of thetradingbook.com, and we are really, really excited about that. Couple of videos here. Watch list functions, setting study alerts in the SMI. You can, of course, go to this Prezi directly and take a look at it. Otherwise, know that it's there. You can see it on the Motive Wave page. All right, closed trades this month so far. For the 2 weeks, we've got our closed silver trades. Light trading, right? We had a couple of losers right here, pretty solid losers actually, but some winners taking over that space and holding us in check. We are in spaces where we are taking small gains and being very happy with them, because that is the way the charts are looking right now. Taking a look at the gold trades, doing quite a bit better in terms of the gold trades. Amazon has been a beast and done very, very well for us in the last 15 days or so. Really pleased with that. Again, some losers. You can see them on the bottom here, but overall, pretty nice stack of winners, and Lulu and Amazon really giving us some very, very nice returns. Wow, this page is blank. There we go. Coming 2014, 2015, the new Fast Track. A lot of times we're wondering what it is about Fast Track. It is a comprehensive study session that lasts 16 study sessions, and we are going to really be very aggressive in how we're learning these. A lot of new stuff. If you took the Fast Track in the last year, the information is going to be significantly different. But if you take the Fast Track within 6 months of the new Fast Track, you're going to get the new Fast Track by default. So that's good to know. Get to the Learn to Trade page. You'll find out a lot about that. But that's it. Remember, if you're a newer member, please make sure you visit this link right here. And if you open up the Prezi, you can go to that last page, and that is going to be a hot link that you can use. But it really is, you need to get there in order to make the most out of your membership. If you're newer and you haven't taken the time to move through it, please do. This site is filled with a tremendous amount of information. Some of it is going to be very important to you, and some of it is not. But the only way you can weed through what you need is by going to this page, figuring out exactly where your information is going to be, and using it appropriately. All right, that's the week in review, and we'll see you next week.